Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is your host, host and friend Ali Darshi, once again back with this weekly stock picks. As you might be knowing that how the stock market has performed last week, it has been pretty difficult for me to find the best ones for this coming week. And it has been a task for myself. I was really in a situation where I was unable to get into, the picking of the stocks. I saw so many, the graphs, the technicals, everything. Nothing amused me so much today to pick the stocks, but I have managed to, put my faith into couple of them, which I'm bringing down today, and these will be, I hope, will be performing well regardless of the market conditions. Let's hope for the best. Let's be positive. Let's move forward. My first stock pick for this week is ChargePoint, which just finalized its agreement of a merger on Thursday, and on Friday. The news came out. Now the Switchback Energy (SBE) ticker will be changing to CHPT on Monday, and I am really hoping that this merger will be a good point for them to shoot back up. Right now, it's very cheap. So let's look at the chart. Switchback Energy, as you can see, it closed down on 30.83 on Friday, and this is not the point where it has to be. Now the merger has been done and everything has been sorted. The ticker will be changing to CHPT ChargePoint. If you see last week, it was absolutely beat it down 15.30%. That was absolutely bad as per the markets were going on, and as per the situation went on last week. It was a beat down. If you see last month also, it was a whole month down because everyone was waiting on the merger, everyone was waiting for the voting, and it didn't came on as it was supposed to be. It pushed a little bit further, and they did the merger announcement after voting. They did the merger announcement just about on Friday. So if you see the 6-month chart of this has a huge potential. Switchback Energy and ChargePoint combining together will be a mega force. If you see the top, they have went up to 46.10, and that was not also far in December when it came up and it had a rally. Now it has came down all the way to the bottom, 30.83. So I feel this is a good buying point, and everyone, you do your own due diligence on this and find out if you guys can get an entry point and get on SBE CHPT converting on Monday. So let's look at the website of ChargePoint. It looks pretty amazing how the things are. The electric revolution is here. Your obsession, making it easy. So how they're making it easy, let's read about that. Hundreds of thousands of places to charge. They are ChargePoint. They are providing access. They are providing installations on different sites. They are one of the biggest charging station suppliers there would be in North America for the moment right now. Other than there is one other potential which is coming up, which is EVgo, which is still going in the merger and have a couple of good contracts also. But right now, currently, I feel ChargePoint is the way to go. Let me show you what ChargePoint is all about.
What kind of company builds an electric vehicle charging network even before the first mass-market electric vehicle rolled off the assembly line? Okay, we admit it. It's us. We're ChargePoint. And our passion, no, our obsession is helping everyone make the switch to electric mobility. We see this moment in time as an opportunity to change the world for the better. And since change is hard, the best thing we can do is build a robust network that makes it easy for people to switch from the old way to the bright and shiny new way. And that's what we've been doing since 2007, designing a charging experience for businesses, fleets, and drivers that is as easy, convenient, and seamless as possible. We've built North America's largest charging network, and we're rapidly expanding in Europe. We've worked with everyone from automakers and utilities to policymakers and influencers to pave the way for EV ubiquity. And we've developed advanced software that makes the charging experience simple. This is way more than just business to us. Electric mobility means cleaner air. And what's more important than that? It's this passion that has driven us to deliver more industry-shaping innovation than anyone. We'll be dreaming and driving and innovating new ways to make the EV charging experience as user-friendly as possible. Every waking moment we have. We can't help it. That's just who we are. ChargePoint.
So after looking at the video of the company, I really hope you might be interested in knowing a little bit more and who is invested in ChargePoint. Let's come at Simply Wall Street and let's see how the company is over there. What are the ownership details and how things looks like. Let's come down to Simply Wall Street, information section. And this is the ownership detail. These are the companies which are heavily invested in ChargePoint and Switchback Energy. They are the basic people, those who are running the show. Now, Morgan Stanley, if you see, they are already up 442% after their investment of 204 shares, and they are leading the way with the profitability right now. Then there are other companies, the Hodge Capital, and then there are others, UBS Asset Management. You see, they are leading the way basically, 1,841%. This is absolutely wonderful. I hope you guys like this company. Do your own due diligence. Try to find out more about the company. And this is, for me, it's a very good entry point. I will see what I'll be doing on Monday with this one. So my second stock pick for the week is Zomedica. This is one of the good companies coming down in the field of medicine. This is basically veterinarian medicines for animals, pets, dogs, and cats. They are available, their equipments are available on different clinics, different hospitals where doctor can diagnose ailments of the animals. It is growing very fast. They have one of the beautiful product sites and also availabilities. You can see. Let's find out more about the company. Zomedica. Let's see the chart and how it looks like. Zomedica closed down at 1.87 on Friday. It went up 1% up, but it was a really battered week for all of the stocks, including Zomedica. They didn't perform well, 16% down. It comes down to a good entry point. In over a month, they are up 70%. That's a very good sight to see that one stock which has performed 70% and is having a good entry point again. We can try and get into that entry point and go up a little bit. Let's see what the company shows. So coming down to the website of Zomedica, if you see their website, you will be finding a lot of information over there. I believe whenever I show you the websites of those stocks which I believe in, I read them through. I go to their websites, I learn about the company, who the people are, and that is why when I am satisfied, I bring it down to you. The way I research, I try and I give it right in front of you. I don't show you the technicals or how the graphs are moving, but I still want everyone to do their own due diligence, learn about that. I am invested in the company, but I want others to be invested, learn, be fundamentally educated what the company is doing, what the companies are offering, and that's when you can take your own decision. Let me show you what the company is all about in a small video. Let's see.
The multi-billion-dollar point-of-care animal health diagnostics market is about to get a boost. Meet Zomedica, a fast-growing animal health company, creating novel diagnostics and innovative therapeutics for companion animals, targeting opportunities in the more than $19 billion vet care industry. And with a plan to bring to market during the first quarter of 2020, an unprecedented diagnostic tool, TrueForma, a point-of-care biosensor platform that can quickly and accurately diagnose thyroid and adrenal disorders in cats and dogs. The rewards of commercialization are close, and it doesn't stop there. New assays will be added to the instrument in the future, including a non-infectious GI panel, allowing TrueForma to evolve over time. Why does the market need TrueForma? Trueforma brings with it a great value proposition by giving veterinarians and their teams an accurate, comprehensive in-house system. Trueforma offers complete control of the diagnostic process, which often takes less than 15 minutes to complete, compared to current time to result, which can be days or even weeks. Control of the process can increase clinic revenues by allowing veterinarians the ability to offer a complete treatment experience, making money from diagnostic tests, treatment, and drug sales right at the point of care, instead of losing revenue to larger big box stores or online retailers. And answers in a clinic visit can expedite treatment for pets and enhance treatment compliance. But Trueforma is just the first product expected to hit the market. Zomedica is also planning to bring to market its canine cancer liquid biopsy platform, which will allow veterinarians to diagnose cancers of the bone, connective, and blood tissue with a simple blood draw. Both platforms, revolutionary in the veterinary arena, can have a market-changing effect on how diagnosis and treatment decisions get made. And the pipeline is more profound than just diagnostic platforms. Combined, Zomedica is advancing a pipeline of more than 6 novel diagnostic and therapeutic products. Trading on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol ZOM, Zomedica is on the doorstep of commercializing its first diagnostic device. And with additional revenue-generating products expected to follow the commercialization of Trueforma, Zomedica looks to be ideally positioned for growth in the multi-billion-dollar animal health sector. For more information on this exciting company,
as you saw how Zomedica is coming out with their products and whatever they are trying to do over here, I showed you a video which is more informative than in 5 minutes you can get the hang of the company and what the products they are bringing. Let's hit Wall Street, simply Wall Street, what they are showing up as of the ownership details and what I like to look basically. So Savvy Management Llc, if you see the first one, 2,584%, and a lot of people, I recommended this stock to a lot of people, and a lot of people have made some money on this, and I am pretty sure once again that after this turmoil of the week will be, this will be passed, Zomedica will be coming back up because they are including more products for the cycle of diagnostics for animal health and healthcare. Coming down back again to simply Wall Street, Geodis Capital, this is one of the good ones, big ones. Big companies have invested. The Millennium Capital, they are down. I guess they bought it a little bit on the higher end, but still, seeing these companies give me a little bit of courage to come back again to invest in Zomedica. It's not a very expensive stock, but it's very cheap, $1 something. One good entry point available. It can go up to like 3 or 4. You guys can invest, I can invest, we all can make some money on this. After Zomedica, my third stock pick is Planetary Technologies, one of the most talked stock in the market these days, because ARK has invested, because this company is a data driven technological company. They are having government contracts availability. They are having contracts in US, in UK, and other sectors. They are pretty diversified company, but their core business is data tasking, data multiplying, data platforms, you name, and they are doing it in the form of data and data management, whatever you can think of. They are having their own structure of doing things and making life easier for other companies, other industries, other revenues. So let's see the chart of Planetary Technologies. Planetary Technologies took a beat down, 23.90 on Friday. Not a good sign, not a good platform right now, but it has came down already too much. Now this is a buy zone. ARK Invest has already bought a lot of shares from Palantir Technologies when it was near about like 26, 27 last week, but it still came down a little bit more. I guess due to the market pulling back, they came down. Now, as far as I can see, this is the maximum they have went, or they can go a little bit down. If you find an entry point nearby 2021, I guess that will be the best thing. If this this time passes, because they had some good numbers when their earning per share was announced. Their revenue projection got announced last week when their earning report came out. They just did absolutely wonderful, and there is no point that this company will be down for a longer time. It will be going back up. Let's see the chart. One day you can see it is all completely in red. On a weekly basis, 20% down, which is a very big number, losing $6.07. Absolutely staggering number, which came down in a month also 29%. Now this company has came down already too much. If you see their peak is 39 and 38.17, which is not even far, which was just like a month back or so, and they did absolutely good. Now I feel there is one more time, an entry point coming in, and you guys can make something good out of this. Now let me show you their website. If you come down to their website, it's one of the good websites I've visited so far. They are absolutely nice. What they say, institution have the data they need to make the best decision for safety, stability, and prosperity. But too often their data is fragmented and locked in silos. So this is what the company is doing. They are trying to give a perspective, a platform for those data which are unaccounted, unutilized, and they go to waste, and they don't have any kind of availability. And they are trying to make certain platforms where all these data come together, and they are useful for industries, for governments, for healthcare, different sector, you name it, and they are having it. Let me show you something else real quick. So as I said, let me show you something real quick over here. Let's have a look.
The way in which data systems have been built traditionally is for the convenience of the data system itself. They use these primitives like tables and columns and rows, strings of text. This is not the way that anybody thinks about anything out in the world. What are the problems that you think about when you do your work?
Cyber attacks and fraud, problems that are driven by emergent behavior.
Privacy and civil liberties. Counterterrorism, counter-narcotics, human trafficking.
The thing about real-world problems when it comes to a data perspective is that they're often described in multiple sources of data. The world has just been recording mountains and mountains of data and has no idea what to do with it.
Unstructured text, structured data, images, cyber data logs,
shipping manifests, customer lists, credit card records.
Data integration, which sounds decidedly unsexy, but I think is the seminal problem in the current age. What Palantir really tries to do is move to a model where even if the underlying databases are discrete, that I have an intervening layer of Palantir on top so that I, again, can focus on what it is that I do well, which is figure out what questions to ask. And the computers can do what they do well, which is to figure out how do I query the 56 databases in my organization and bring that data back into one coherent whole to me, the end user, so that I can ask questions and the computer can get the data.
We're not creating a technology that's this black box algorithmic engine that you just throw data into it and it spits out an answer to you. We're actually allowing the people who understand these problems the best to do things with the data that they've always wanted to do but never had the technology to do.
A really good example of this is foodborne illness, right? So people occasionally buy, say, ground beef that's tainted with E. coli and they get sick. And there's a group of scientists and researchers that monitor these things. They figure out where an outbreak starts, how it spreads, and how to shut it down. So if you try to put together a coherent data picture of what's going on here, you need shipping manifests from one or more different places, you need customer lists, credit card records, and you need information from the hospital. And what we do is we connect all the different data sources into this single coherent model. Now we have a Palantir data platform.
The core piece of Palantir is really data integration. It's the layer on which everything else is built. On top of that, you layer search and discovery, which allow you to understand and choose which particular pieces in all of the data sources you have integrated you're going to try to make sense of. Once you've made sense of that data, you have to have a way to store that, and that's called knowledge management.
Knowledge management is critical because instead of thinking about data as simply the raw data itself, one should also think about the results of analysis as data unto itself that should be leveraged within the enterprise.
If you have multiple analysts working on the problem, you have to have collaboration. And collaboration doesn't make sense without access control. Each person in your enterprise has a limited view because you have to respect the privacy of your users, of your customers, of citizens.
This is a new model oftentimes for a lot of the people we work with, but we've seen time and time again that tremendous outcomes can happen and our customers solve their problems.
In the healthcare context, our customers are using Palantir software to combat the rising costs of healthcare. In the law enforcement community, we're helping them solve crimes in real time.
Palantir can actually help save homeowners from bankruptcy and foreclosure.
The data relevant to properly value a home is in a disparate set of databases. As you are able to actually assess homes on a loan level basis, then you can think about what modifications can be made against that loan to have some type of alternative to foreclosure.
Just knowing the missions that these organizations support, you feel really good about what Palantir is doing, what Palantir is bringing to the world.
The purpose of Palantir is to bring the Palo Alto culture in the form of a platform to an enterprise to revolutionize the work being done in that enterprise on the back of this platform, and to do it in a way that's fair and honest and corresponds to our values in the Valley, which are very high integrity, the best technology, open applications, ways of doing things that empower you to continue to do the work independent of us. What we're actually building is not just addresses the problems you have today, but will scale into the problems you may have tomorrow.
The next step is to think about what problems you want to solve, to think about what kinds of data that's out there to bring together.
This is a partnership between us and our customers. The people are a big part of what we can offer, in addition to kind of the power of the technology and the platform.
It's amazing to go into an organization and just to watch their jaw drop as we show them our technology and they just say, "You've just revolutionized the way that I do my job."
I hope you learned a lot watching the video of Palantir and what they are doing and how they are performing. Let me show you real quick what kind of contracts and who has given them contracts. Very fast, we will go through this. Let's hit the website. If you see UK vaccine rollout success built on NHS determination and military precision. This has been done with Palantir. Then IBM Palantir partnership, BP, Rio Tinto. You come down and you will find that there are numerous contracts which has been awarded and are in partnership with Palantir. Now this is something amazing. You are seeing a company which can grow 10x in future if you're holding it. Right now the company is having a little bit struggle with the stock market, but I don't think so. They are missing out on anything. They are doing their job and doing it perfectly. Now coming down to simply Wall Street over here, what it shows, the ownership details. This is what I love to see. The ownership details completely shows that how many companies are here. If you see the Vanguard Group, they are leading the way, 2,718% profit already. They have already booked their profits. Now this is something amazing. I assume ARC is not over here. If I can see in the list, I cannot see ARC over here, but I can see BlackRock, I can see JP Morgan, I can see a lot of others. But ARC has bought the shares last week, and I hope that this will be added up pretty soon in the list of investors in it, and I hope the company will be doing good. A lot of people ask me why I make videos where I show videos. We have limited time. No one has time to learn what the company is all about. So I'm making it easy for you guys. What I am seeing myself, I'm showing it to you as well. If I see a company that has a potential and that has something which is absolutely, intriguing, and they have it on a video available which explains you much better, I want that platform to come to you and in a way that it gives you the message within 5 minutes of a video where the company's message is pointed, put it across, you learn it. I'm providing on a platform to you, combined together with all the details. Now this makes it easy for you to understand what the company is all about. Regardless its position in the stock market, you will learn what the company is all about, what they are doing, how they are doing, and what they are planning to do. If you like the company and if you like to invest in that company, you know what the company is all about. So there is nothing you have to be worried about. Other than that, you just have to do your own due diligence, learn about the company. As much as I'm bringing information to you guys can learn a lot more after me or anyone else. You can dig into the internet. You can find a lot of information available to yourself. Now, like, subscribe, and share my channel. This is the end for today, and hopefully I'll come back next week with a lot more information, a lot more insight, and a lot more picks and reviews. Let's hope for the best. Best of luck to all of you for tomorrow, and see you out there. Good night.